Are Go Ogle giving us a heads up with this piece of dates and times like Mnuchin did back in April? Remember, Mnuchin was suggesting that the virus would go on till July. Well, we're nearly into August. And people should take note of this as it could be indicative. Go Ogle employees can continue to work from home until July 2021, it was said this week, making it the first major tech company to extend its remote work arrangements into next summer, and what is said to be in response to the global coronavirus pandemic. And in an email to employees Monday morning, Go Ogle CEO Sundar Pichai wrote, "To give employees the ability to plan ahead, we are extending our global voluntary work from home option through to the 30th of June 2021 for roles that don't need to be in the office." And the announcement extends the company's previous arrangement that workers would return to offices by January 2021. And according to the Wall Street Journal, which first reported the news, the extension will affect nearly all of the parent company Alphabet's 200,000 employees. Alphabet, of course, is Langley, including contractors and full-time workers across the company's headquarters in Mountain View, California, and major offices in the US, UK, India, Brazil, and elsewhere. Next topic we're going to cover before the music break is free speech fascists on the march. So as the fascist-style control of free speech takes yet more hammerings this week, and they're not content with blocking doctors and nurses and physicians and medical experts from speaking the truth. They this week decided to block personalities from speaking out. So Twitter had banned the US president's eldest son from tweeting this week for 12 hours, it said, and the action followed a post by Donald Trump Jr. containing a video clip discussing the benefits of hydroxychloroquine. I thought I would struggle with that. Some, including President Trump, have suggested the anti-malaria drug works as a preventative measure against the coronavirus. Now, what they're arguing is medical studies have indicated to the contrary that this works. So, which medical people do you believe? And Twitter said the post had violated its COVID-19 misinformation rules. Which panel or government or president authorised that? Now, Donald Trump Jr. will still be able to browse Twitter and send direct messages in the interim, but Twitter told the BBC, who are notoriously anti-Trump, we are taking action in line with our policy, and the main US social media sites have all taken measures to crack down on misinformation about the coronavirus. Perhaps we should just delete Twitter or delete Facebook, given they're spouting misinformation all day with their stupid fact checkers. And in signs that the conflict between Trump and Twitter is not abating, the president has asked the National Telecommunications and Information Administration to file a petition to look at how social media companies moderate content. Of course, social media are all run by the CIA. Oops. And the petition asks the Federal Communications Commission to reconsider rules that shield social media providers from liability for content posted by their users, but still let them remove posts they deem to be objectionable. Imagine if the same principles were applied to CNN or Fox or MSNBC. There'll be zero news all day, because we find all their material objectionable. Then Facebook decided to get in the act and removed a video that was posted by Breitbart News this week, which was the top performing Facebook post in the world as of Monday afternoon, of a press conference in DC held by a group called America's Frontline Doctors and organised and sponsored by the Tea Party Patriots. Now, the press conference featured Republican Ralph Norman and frontline doctors sharing their views and opinions on coronavirus and the medical response to the pandemic. And YouTube, which is owned by Go Ogle, which is owned by Langley, and Twitter, subsequently removed footage from the press conference as well. Fascists. And the video had accumulated, this is interesting, because it proves that people are now looking at this stuff in much higher numbers than we first thought. The video accumulated 17 million views in 8 hours and was hosted on Facebook with over 185,000 concurrent viewers. More people are waking up, folks, and this is what they don't like. Now, the event, which was hosted by America's Frontline Doctors and a group founded by Dr. Simone Gold, a board-certified physician and attorney, and was made up of medical doctors, came together to address what the group calls a massive disinformation campaign about the coronavirus. Norman also spoke at the event, Ralph Norman, the Republican, and he said, if Americans continue to let so-called experts and media personalities make their decisions, the great American experiment of constitutional republic with representative democracy will cease. And according to Facebook and YouTube, they removed this video for sharing, quote, false information about cures and treatments for COVID-19, unquote, according to Facebook spokesman Andy Stone. Now, the company did not specify what portion of the video it ruled to be false information, who it consulted to make that ruling, and on what basis it was made. It's unreal. Of course, the antidote to this level of fascism is to continue to speak up and continue to speak out. And what it is showing with 17 million views in just 8 hours is they are clearly losing the narrative badly. So let's keep it rolling, and remember, you're the voice.